Last couple of years, comedy has been interesting. There's a lot of people that are fans of Donald Trump, a lot of people that aren't fans of Donald Trump. And I think it's petty for you to be upset with anybody because they chose to vote for whoever they chose to vote for. I think it's stupid as shit. But I will say this past election was interesting in the sense that a lot of people were upset. Black people were upset the last election. Women were upset. Gay people were upset. But white people were really upset. Like, white people were the angriest. And white people did not protest. They voted. Black people was like, Black Lives Matter. White people was like, we'll see about that in the morning. And whenever you hear someone says, we'll see about that in the morning, it's going to be some change. It's going to be some change. But comedy, I don't think comedy should be a place where people exercise anger or be angry.
How so? In what way?
That like being mad. Like when Donald Trump first got elected, you know, personally, like it was very interesting, and I've seen a lot of comics. They could just go up there and be like, "Fuck Donald Trump," and just
right.
You know, you could find a way to say "fuck Donald Trump" or anybody, but it doesn't have to be fueled with any anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be fueled like "fuck you." Be like this, "Fuck him." Okay, why? Why do you say that? Why do you say "fuck him"? And then lay out the reason. But I just don't think that people should be angry about how they feel about. It's just. I think it's fucked up when politics make people angry.
It's contrary to what you were saying was great about Chappelle's show. That the comedy came without being angry,
right?
But it made great points. But even anybody on both sides could laugh at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about Trump it's interesting. It's like the job shouldn't exist.
The job of what, president?
Yes. It shouldn't exist. It's a ridiculous idea to have 300 million people under the guidance of one. That's insane. And that one wins in a popularity contest, that's insane.
Right.
It's fucking insane. It doesn't make sense. It was a great idea back when there were pilgrims and it was a small colony. And they just came over on a boat.
Right.
Forget about the rest of this shit. It's just too many humans.
Right.
So when you let a guy like that try to be president, you're not going to be happy. No one's going to be happy.
Right.
But you're not going to be happy if anybody wins. It's untenable. Look at Obama. Obama aged like how many years? In 8 years.
Yeah.
He looked like he aged 20 years.
They all do that. It's like, I call it the Ted Danson effect. Once Cheers got canceled, you was like, who the fuck is that? Yo, the first time you saw Ted Danson, I'm not talking about years after Cheers.
Yeah.
Like after the first, you're like, God damn.
He stopped dyeing his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's something about Trump before that people enjoyed. He was in a lot of rap lyrics.
He was like people would probably still be, if he was a rapper instead of president right now, it'd be different.
He'd still be popular.
People rapped about him. They liked that lifestyle. But the thing was, I'll tell you this, my thoughts. The thing was because you thought you knew a person. You thought you knew him. And even when he got elected, I think a lot of people thought they knew him.
Right.
They thought they knew him. They thought the image, you ain't gonna be the $billion Playboy guy forever, but you thought you knew him. But then when you got to know him, you started to think, well, maybe I didn't know him.
When you got to see him as president.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, and even as much as, even how he got elected, people were upset about it. But I think a lot of people at some point, they was like, you know what, maybe all of that shit was just to get elected. Maybe that energy was to get elected. And if that was the case, then he mastered it. He mastered how to get connected with his base. He mastered how to get not everybody to fuck with you, but just the right amount of people.
Yeah.
He looked at the numbers. It wasn't about it was a popularity contest, but it's also new, like, these are the people I got to hit, and he figured that out. Well, but I think at some point, Joe, people were like, all right, okay, it's over now. Let's see who you really are. And I think it's so many examples of when you felt like he could have showed people example that he's for everybody,
right?
Opposed to just his base,
right?
And I think that's what get people a lot of make people frustrated. He gives the impression that, I only care about these people that elected me. You won, right? But you have responsibility to everybody. And it just don't have that feeling. Even on my social media, I don't go hard. I keep it kind of neutral. But I said something and somebody said, well, the last time I checked, Donnell, the economy was doing well. And I said, you can't confuse the economy with humanity. And that's the thing. And that's what people don't feel good about. You can tout all the numbers. You can tout all the numbers you want. Black unemployment, all the numbers. But how do people feel? You know what I'm saying?
They feel represented.
They don't feel
Right.
represented.
Right.
They don't feel like I could rock either way, bro. Democrat, Republican. I make enough money where a lot of the views of Republicans be like, yo, that's right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that right. I'm rich, bitch. And like that. I fucked some Republican bitches before. You know what I'm saying?
I get
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's the and it may not sound right to a lot of people, but it's the human factor of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to feel good.
Right.
You want to you why so many people don't know the economy is doing well because they don't feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to celebrate, you want to cheer, you want to feel good about it. And that's the whole thing. And the thing, I believe when Obama ran, like his campaign was change, Donald Trump was make America great again. Either one of them could have ran off each other's campaign slogan. Do you know after Bush, Obama could have said, make America great again. And it would have electrified the base the same as change.
True.
They said the same fucking thing.
That would be the great thing for Obama to say right after Bush.
And I'm going to tell you, one thing that kind of, I don't know, insulting or get people upset is like, you keep pushing the narrative, make America great again, make America great again. You keep pushing that as if America was so fucked up before you took office, and that's not the case.
Right.
Like, when Obama took it from Bush, he was making America great again. You're talking about a shit show, and the thing that people, however you took it, respected it or not, it was never nothing laced with anger. It was never, it wasn't no, yo, you see this mess Bush left me? It was never like, this motherfucker. It was never no mention.
Did you see that new movie about Bush? Did you see it? I didn't see it either. What's it called, Jamie? Is it out?
The one with Vice about
Yeah,
Dick Cheney?
Vice.
Yeah.
About Dick Cheney and George Bush.
Oh, whenever I think about, I say about the movie about getting shot in the face, because that's the only scene I want to see.
Well, the thing about Bush and Cheney is like that movie kind of makes it seem like Cheney was the guy pulling the strings, and Bush was this like simple, happy-go-lucky guy who they just roped into being president because he was the son of a president.
That's not far-fetched, though.
It's not far-fetched at all.
Right.
It's not at all. Not even remotely. I think I actually agree with it. When I think about Bush now, I don't think about him in a negative way, but I think about Cheney in a negative way.
Really?
Yeah. I
But
think
for
about
some
Cheney.
reason-
I think about Halliburton. I think about all the rebuilding of the places that we blew up, like all the crazy shit.
From Dick Cheney, coming from Dick Cheney.
No bid contracts that are worth billions of dollars to rebuild.
You know, it's interesting you say that about the Bush because if I had, I know it may sound crazy, if I had to have a pick of who I would have wanted to be the Republican candidate, it was on the Republican side was I like Jeb Bush.
I didn't really get to know him at all.
There was something that I don't know. I don't know too much about him. I just thought that he was like kind of like a mama's boy. I think he probably, out of all the kids, I probably think that he probably was the one that thought a little outside of what their norm was.
I think he was a successful businessman too.
Then he married a Latino chick, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know about that.
But I don't know. But Bush, I mean, Trump fucked him up.
He did fuck him up.
Yo, how do you fuck motherfuckers up with just nicknames?
I felt like he wanted to lay down.
Yo.
I felt like Jeb wanted to lay down. I really do. I felt like the pressure got to him.
Trump put all of the motherfuckers down. It's like, you were safe until you got your nickname.
Yeah.
Once you got Lion,
Lion
no
Ted.
energy.
No energy, Jeb.
You know, that motherfucker was like, he could name rap artists.
Yeah. No, it was a smart thing he did that no one's ever done before.
Nobody, there's a lot of things. And even when Obama got elected, you know what got Obama elected was fucking Facebook and $5 contributions. $5 donations. He was when Obama was running, that he was the first person to use Facebook the way he did.
Really?
Oh man, they have so many. Every goddamn day, it was Obama asked. He wouldn't ask for like millions. He was just like a dude in the hood. Yo, let me hold $5, right? Like I would get an email. Hey, this is Barack Obama. Yo, let me hold $10, right? And I was like, yeah, here go $10, right? And then a week later, he asked for fucking $20. And then he would ask for 10 again, and then it got so bad. Then Michelle would send me an email, but he nickel and dime America, and that's what supported his campaign. And the fact that he was right at the turn of a form of media that you could use to your advantage. He was the Facebook guy. He reached people through Facebook. Donald Trump is doing the same thing through Twitter. I can reach people. Why does he tweet so much? Why does he tweet so much every day? Because he knows motherfuckers would rather pick up a phone and read a tweet than to read a newspaper.
100%.
Fuck that. All I need is headlines.